Okay, I am now in this new lab building now that it's almost done, and I'm trying to find interesting things to draw, and it's really, really hard because everything is so clean and tidy and in neat little rows that it is kind of depressing. Don't tell the people that work here that, but no, it's going to be exciting when the people are here and they're moving things around and creating all sorts of new chemicals to battle the diseases that I guess they're working in very rare diseases in here. So at some point they won't even let me in because it'll be top secret. But luckily nothing's happening yet. So right now I'm drawing this hallway that seems to go on to infinity, and it's only maybe, I don't know, 800 feet it goes, but so here's a chair and its little wheels. There's someone walking down the hall here now. Draw them before they go away. On the right side are these banks of sinks and shelving above where all of the chemicals are going to be bubbling away, doing whatever chemicals do. But the interesting part of this drawing is right here, the door that's open. And in the door you see, zooming in, you see what's reflected behind me, which are all of the various construction vehicles, cherry pickers and stuff, which is actually more interesting than what I'm drawing, but this is what I'm drawing, so you have to deal with what I'm drawing. You don't have to deal with anything. You can ignore me if you want. Oh dear, there's these lights on the ceiling that illuminate everything so nicely. I really miss the clanging and the noise of the construction work. I know my neighbors don't miss that at all, but I like it. So here's a drawing. I'm going to see if I can find, for drawing number 2, see if I can find a more interesting thing to draw. Well, that's not going to work. Everything is too neat. I want chaos. Here's some chaos. So down this bleak hallway, it's not bleak, it's very well lit. There's some chaos. There's a moving rug, there's a table, there's some coasters, there's some shelving, and then there's, at the end of the hall, there's what would appear to be a menage a trois among some chairs. Maybe it's the menage a quatre. There's one, and then there's another one behind it. And they're being humped by 2 more that are upside down with their wheels sticking in in the air. And then above them is which you can't see because it's off the page, is a sprinkler. So I guess if you get your eyes or body covered in some sort of nasty chemical, you run down here and you stand under that and press the button and you'll be all clean. Everything is so neat and tidy. These are shelves that are filled with a few things, but mainly empty. And this table is on casters. I don't know. I need to find myself another construction site. Maybe they'll let me come in if I promise not to touch anything or steal any secrets. They'll let me in and draw the workers actually working. But maybe not. Who knows? I have a feeling that they probably would not want me to see the magic without having a degree in chemistry and passing the security system checks. What would they find in my past that would keep me from working here? All sorts of stuff, I'm sure. Well, this is an interesting room. So I'll draw that. Okay, this is a mechanical room of some sort. So I'm not going to open the door because some alarms are probably going to go off. But what I like about drawing a glass window is you draw the stuff behind it that you see through the window, which in this case are big tanks of carbon dioxide. And there's a fire extinguisher down here, and in the foreground is some sort of big compressor, it looks like. Big dials on it and a big switch that cuts the power to everything. Clearly, if I knew what I was drawing, I would be able to describe it better, but I don't know what I'm drawing. I did put the big switch in the wrong place, though. Fix that. But let me tell you what I find interesting about this drawing. What I like about it is, in addition to drawing what's there, what's through the glass is also reflecting all sorts of stuff. So it's sort of like a double exposure. Just make another layer for that so now I'm drawing the reflections. And if I turn around, I can tell what these reflections are. I mean, I can see what's reflecting, but it's kind of fun not to see that. Right? now they're just bits and pieces of color and value. Color, but value. So again, look at what I'm showing you. So that's without the reflection, that's with the reflection. So it becomes even more of a sort of strange, abstract, or appears to be abstract drawing. I'm not an even though I look at subject and I see it not as a tank and a compressor and an emergency switch. I see them as rectangles and triangles and smaller rectangles. And sometimes that's the only way I can begin to draw something, because it's so complicated that I have to see it as shapes. This part is really cool. There's, I imagine these are maybe big valves or something, which are then hooked up to pipes that go down into the machine. I'm calling it a compressor, who knows what it is. There's a little latch cover right there. There's another hose that's flexible there. And in the background, you've got all of these pipes that are covered in white plastic. Oh, I just now saw some more reflections. So I have to go to the reflection layer. Add that. So when you're done, of course, you just see this gob of shapes. But it's a realistic drawing, believe it or not, of this room. You'll have to take my word for it. It's realistic. Okay, another blank canvas.